Tripping off grades, I just be making up different reasons for my way. I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight, cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like, what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting in...
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go from Buffalo. This returnable from the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Half 18, half 18.
He'll run. This is Jerome Ford. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7.
Cockroach. Hey, jump right, Pacino. Jump right, Pacino. Up we go.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Cleveland.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. Up we go.
First and 10, and here comes 4. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard.
Ladybug. Timberland, 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 Tim. Apple, 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 apple. Great. Up we go.
Shotgun now for Jones. That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. And he's in. Cedric Tillman. Touchdown, Browns. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Alert, alert, alert. What's that?
On the ground, this is James Cook. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Whoa! Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Third down, 3 to go.
Why shift to Cruz? Don Capers, Don Capers, Don Capers, Don Capers. Bama, Bama, Bama.
From the gun, it's Jones. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Out of the gun, they'll give it, and it's 4. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Rita. Detroit.
Now Jones throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Lock in the cadence. Great.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Bills 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Allen working from the pistol. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
3rd and long. Here's Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
This one complete to Palmer. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of, That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
From the shotgun, give to Full. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Here we go, hey.
Jones to throw on second down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Jones. That's to the open man. It's Tillman. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Chip.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Great. North salad. Triple right, Pacino.
Now, Jones. Downfield for Njoku. And he will get into the end zone. David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Browns move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
5 wide.
Play action. It's Allen. Now he'll run it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Allen. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Look out!
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. How about That play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down.
Gun. Hey, hold. What's that?
They'll go play action here with Allen. That's taken in by Shakir.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
What is that?
Now, faking the give. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Look out!
Allen going to throw again. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Hey, tight. What's that?
From the gun, Josh Allen. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
What's that?
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Look out!
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. This one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That's Greg Russo in there for the sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Shotgun now for Jones. Open man, and that's Tillman. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
That's into the hands of Jeudy on the right side. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 8-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
Again, they'll throw with Jones. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. They bring Jeudy in motion.
Other side.
Again, it's Jones. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Cedric Tillman. Touchdown, Browns. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and good. And the Browns will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the 1st half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
On 2nd down, here is Allen. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Now, this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Browns are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Allen. Now he takes off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Alert, alert, alert. Look out.
On play action, Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Browns are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
What's that?
Now Allen.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
Second down and 8.
Pass 85, pass 85. What's that?
From the gun, it's Allen. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Third and long.
What's that?
Out of the gun, here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go. Ladybug, ladybug. Timberland, 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 Timberland. Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Up we go.
Now Jones. This one complete to Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Up we go.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Up we go.
Jones now on 1st down. That one intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elo. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22.
These second half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Look out.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll be second down.
What's that?
Play action. It's Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. 1st down, Buffalo.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. He ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Look out.
A run out of the gun with Cook. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll find his running back, Cook. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
What's that?
Here's Allen to throw. Now he'll run.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Allen to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. And from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Throwing is Allen. And this is going to set him up with 1st and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Allen working from the pistol. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Bills.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go. Up, go.
From the gun, it's Jones. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Apple, over here, over.
On first down, Jones. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Shotgun now for Jones. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll go play action here with Allen. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
56.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
One more time going up top with Allen. He gets it to Samuel, left side. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Throwing again, it's Allen. This one is Hold in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's first and 10.
Great. Half 18. Up, go.
Throwing now is Jones. To the left side, he's got Njoku. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They face second down and 7.
Chip. North salad. Flick right. Out, go.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Woodland, gold Woodland. Out, go.
Throwing is Jones on third down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here we go.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal.
Out, go.
They'll run here. It's Ford. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Apple. Out, go.
Back to throw is Jones. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Jones. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. The reception for Rondale Moore. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Give him 14 on that play. 1 play, 1 first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. To throw is Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
On play action, it's Jones. He's got it at about the 8. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Jones operating out of the pistol. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. No signal, and we will not get one. He stopped short, and now it's 3rd and goal.
They get away from their running back down here near the goal line, Mike. They change it up. They give the ball to their wide receiver. He gets stuffed. Not a lot of space to operate down here.
One final chance for this defense, and here's 3rd down.
Half jumbo. Don Capers. Don Capers. Don Capers. Don Capers. Alpha jump.
To throw is, that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.